Could you imagine watching a video where someone purposefully sat on a piece of glass, killing an innocent bunny underneath of them? Or a lady wearing tall stiletto heels and stepping carelessly on a small baby kitten? While all of these things undeniably and unfortunately sound completely and utterly terrible, it is in no way a joke. Videos such as these are called crush videos, and they do indeed exist. An organization was soon made after all of these crimes, and they called themselves stopcrush.org, where they expose all of the different videos and instances where these things occur. And on their website, they define these videos as videos that generally feature, but do not limit themselves to, small live animals such as kittens, puppies, mice, and bunnies being slowly tortured and killed in the most horrific ways imaginable. The majority of these videos share a common theme. The animals are incrementally crushed by scantily clad women in high heels. Those who purchase these videos, or make them in that matter, view them for sexual gratification. Basically speaking, the animal crush interest is an atypical sexual arousal toward the horrific torture and distress of another life form. The sound of the crush of the animal gives the crushers so-called pleasure. The article I chose, which occurred in the year of 2010, stood out to me for various reasons. For one, it is a certain indistinguishable act of animal cruelty and abuse. In the editorial, Live Leak states that the video is of a girl senselessly killing a baby rabbit. In the video, a young girl with long hair dressed in white abused the little rabbit. She put a piece of thick glass plate on top of the little rabbit and then sat on the top of the glass plate. Using her body weight, she crushed the little rabbit to death. Her two female friends watched her as this act happened and laughed while she committed the crime. Many of you may think that the girl is simply mentally ill or that this incident was an escalated act. But the truth of the matter is that the video was made all due to the organization of women who all share the same disturbing feature: a crush fetish. What is even more intriguing and horrific is that the next day a follow-up editorial was created in which the woman who performed this wild act supposedly apologized for her actions. The woman's apology is what disturbed me the most. How can somebody who killed an innocent animal so publicly apologize the next day for such an inhumane act of violence? I am here to state the argument that these crucial acts of violence and terror should be ultimately banned, illegal, and highly discouraged. And also, acts such as these should not be forgiven, especially not the day after the crime was committed. There are many problems that arise with animal cruelty, and in particular these crush videos. The first problem is that the crush videos themselves should be done away with. The harm and the physical abuse towards the animal is prohibited. The broadcasting and entertainment presented to the viewers, especially to those who strongly disagree and are emotionally affected by this sort of treatment. It is an inhumane broadcast which may be disrupted for many people. The last problem is that there is also a problem with the person who is recording the video and performing the stunt. While it may seem like something that they want to do in the here and now, it will most likely come back to haunt them later, whether it be jail time, prison, or the long lifetime judgment and guilt that they may have the burden of themselves later. One major reason that these videos occur is due to the fact that these particular people performing these awful acts are receiving an arousal from doing them. They are simply doing it for their pleasure. Another cause is that they think it's funny and they are solely doing it for their entertainment. The last problem is that they simply want attention. Even if it isn't positive attention from everybody, they still yearn for someone to pay attention to them. Some possible solutions to these arising problems: although it is considerably illegal now, we still need stricter laws and forces placed on all kinds of animal cruelty and abuse, whether it is these disturbing crush videos in particular, or neglect, hoarding, or other types of, and possibly not as extreme, physical abuse. We also need to harshly penalize the criminals. Make sure that everyone clearly sees that this is not a joke and that is in all seriousness. We need to make the consequences for these certain types of behaviors very severe. The last solution is to attempt to discontinue and put a stop to all of the viral videos that are already posted. post in organizations that are cooperated with crush videos on crush fetishes. While we all have a freedom of speech, abusing innocent little animals should be permanently and knowingly against the law for all countries, and therefore these videos should be strongly prohibited and banished. In conclusion, these terrible acts of violence need to be stopped. There are many other ways that people can get their entertainment and arousal that doesn't involve hurting a poor, innocent little creature. Thank you.